It's that spooky time of year, and it's time for me to do my first holiday special. And as a way to celebrate, I want to share with you my top 10 favorite ghost-type Pokemon. Now, the reason for my choices are my own opinion, so don't crucify me if yours isn't on the list. I had a hard time putting this list together. It's just hard to judge some of your favorite Pokemon, let alone put them in a ranked order. But with all that said, let's jump into it with number 10, Cofagrigus. This Pokemon came to us in Gen 5, and it was the first ever Pokemon based off the Egyptian sarcophagus and in turn the mummy. Growing up, I had a deep love for the ancient Egyptian mythology and ancient Egypt itself, so this Pokemon instantly won over my heart, and even won a place on my team in my first run through of Pokemon White. It helped me get through a number of tough battles, so it earned a place amongst my vast list of favorites. But it had to come in at number 10 here. Number 9, coming right from Alola, we have Palisand. When this Pokemon was revealed, it stole my heart, and it's a great chance this will be on my team depending on what starter I choose. I just love the idea of a sentient sandcastle, but it's the lore that made it one of my favorites. It steals Pokemon souls and makes them into minion Sandyghasts. But I had to rank it at number 9 because it's so new and I don't know how well it will do in battle. Maybe next year it'll be on a higher point in the list. Number 8. Hoopa and its demonic form, Hoopa Unbound. I really didn't want to put this on the list, but I love that it's just based off the demonic djinn from Arabian mythology. Also, its Unbound form is also huge, like 20 feet tall huge. It's one of the most demonic looking Pokemon in the game, and it just makes me giggle that something that looks like a boss from Diablo is a Pokemon. It's easily one of my favorite mythical Pokemon that it earns number 8 on this list. Number 7, Drifloon. I had an obsession over this Pokemon when I first found out it existed. It was just the cutest thing I have ever seen, and I even made real-life Drifloon out of balloons. I didn't realize it steals children at the time though, and that's pretty messed up. But let's face it, it's adorable and it gave me some of my fondest memories of Diamond and Pearl. It even made it on my team in Platinum. Number 6. This one is unique since it's 2 Pokemon for number 6. Both Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist. They both are great Pokemon in both design and ability to battle, but they earn their spot on this list because they're an actual jack-o'-lantern Pokemon, the main symbol for Halloween. It would be a sin not to include it in a list, and thus it's number 6. And I also love Pumpkaboo, as you can see it was my pumpkin carving this year. Number 5, Dusclops. This one is a personal favorite as is one of my competitive battling Pokemon. It was the second Pokemon I bred to be perfect. It was my special and physical wall with the way I used it and bred it with the Eviolite attached to it. With the Will-O-Wisp and Infestation combo, it really pissed people off, especially when I used Rest to heal up. It was a bit trolly, but the residual damage took down a lot of Pokemon fast. I still use this to this day when I battle my friends. Number 4, Gengar. The original ghost type and my very first favorite Pokemon. There's a story to this one actually, and it goes all the way back to when I was a wee little black phoenix being pushed in the shopping cart by Mama Phoenix. I didn't even know what Pokemon was since it just made it big in the United States. And I was being pushed through the toy aisle with the promise of a new toy. The whole thing was packed with Pokemon toys, and something caught my eye. A little Gengar plushie that would roll up into a Pokeball. And since purple was, and still is my favorite color, I wanted it. And that was my first step into Pokemon. You can say it's because of Gengar I fell into the world of Pokemon, and I am so glad I did. Number 3, Giratina. This one makes the list because it's the actual devil of the Pokemon world. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum have had to been one of the best games in the whole series. The legendary Pokemon of those games had multiple inspirations, and one of them was the Catholic beliefs. Arceus, the literal god of the Pokemon world, cast Giratina into the reverse world for its horrific acts of violence. That parallels the story of the fall of Lucifer for leading the rebellion and trying to gain control of heaven. As someone who studied world theologies, to see this in the Pokemon game always made me laugh. And Giratina is just plain awesome and badass looking. It's the first and only dragon and ghost type Pokemon. That is something that needs to change, by the way. Number 2, Trevenant. This is honestly one of the greatest ghost type Pokemon in the game, and its shiny form makes it even better. I always wanted a Pokemon based off the mystical Ent ever since seeing them in Lord of the Rings as a kid. They were just massive and powerful, and with the right moves and IV spread, Trevenant is as well. I hope to breed one for competitive use someday. Number 1. And my all-time favorite Ghost-type Pokemon, and easily one of my top 3 favorite Pokemon of all time, is the mighty, massive Golurk. If you have been watching my Pokemon fanfiction, you may have figured this one out. Though they may not be 30 feet tall like Dante's, but they are still massive and powerful. Based on the Jewish myth of the Golem, this ghost and ground type rocks anything it goes up against with the right moves. What makes it even more epic is, it can fly! That is why it won a place on every team I've had since it was available. I had it in every Gen 5 game, and even in X and Y. If it's in the Alola region, it will even be on my team then. It's just one of those special Pokemon for me that I will always use. Well, that was my 10 most favorite Ghost-type Pokemon so far. Who knows what will come out in Generation 8 or any future regional forms we get. I hope you enjoyed this little holiday special and a look inside my brain. What are your favorite ghost types? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and share this video around. It helps me grow as a channel and I really appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter for updates on anything and everything Pokemon, as well as know when all my videos go live. The link to that's down in the description below. And as always, this has been Black Phoenix. Happy Halloween, everyone.